Coach Johnson's with us as we get set for women's basketball season opener on November 13th at Providence. Now, Coach, let's back up to the summertime when you took a trip over to Italy with the team. What was that experience like in terms of helping the team gel?
Unbelievable. It's actually the first time in my 22 years of Division I coaching that I've gotten to do that as a coach. I went as a player to China, believe it or not. Life-changing experience for me, for my teammates. But to get to bring our team over to Italy, you get 10 days of practice that you wouldn't normally get. You get all that team bonding, obviously an incredible cultural experience. But the best part of all, we have an Italian player. We got to bring her back to her home city, have her family, her friends, her coaches, meet the team, got to see her play. It was really, I can't even describe it.
Yeah, it had to have been awesome for Marty Mozzetti, now a sophomore, and your team is in the thick of workouts now, just a couple weeks before the season gets going. Who's been really leading the group emotionally throughout these workouts?
Yeah, you know, that's been fun to see. So our two seniors are our captains in Nicole Boudreau and Alexa Coulombe, but we're getting so much more leadership. You just mentioned our Italian Martina Mozzetti. She's taking ownership, from the point guard spot in a lot of ways. Our freshmen are stepping in and taking ownership. Mariella Fasula and Steph Jones, they're not just meek little freshmen. They're coming in with just, again, great attitudes, a lot of ownership over the program. And then we've got a couple players that redshirted last year that were in the program in Ella Awabajo and Kaylee Edwards, who, Kaylee's she's a 22-year-old, fourth year of college, but she's playing her first year this year now with us because she played 2 years at the University of Denver. So she brings another level of experience and culture to the team. So it's not just having to come from the captains, it's coming from all the way around. And again, it's fun to see all that starting to gel and come together.
Now, there are rule changes every offseason, but this one might be one that the fans notice the most, going to 4 quarters, changing the timeout structure. Do you think that's going to have a big impact on the game?
I've been asked a lot of questions about that. We had our ACC Media Day, and it seems like the media just really wanted to know, Coach, what do you think? And my answer was, I think it's going to be fun. Honestly, the idea behind the rule changes were to make the games more exciting, more fun for the fans. And as a coach, if you get a few more last-second situations, because now there's more end-of-quarter, end-of-clock kind of situations, that's great. And then the rule about you can advance the ball at the end of the game within the last minute, just like the NBA. So, somebody scores on us to tie the game, and, with 2 seconds left, and we've got to go the length of the court. Not anymore, right? Now we can call timeout. We can advance the ball up to the, to where our bench is, and run a play where I only got to throw a 10-foot pass to a kid who can catch and shoot. So I think you're going to have more buzzer beaters, and it's going to be great.
Now, when you look at last year, your team was so young. You played 3 freshmen, a ton of minutes during the regular season. They're all back, and they talk about that magical jump between your freshman and sophomore year. Have you started to see that in the way the players have developed?
For sure. So, the freshman that you mentioned, Ashley Kelsick, had a really good summer. I thought she pushed our tempo and really started to emerge as a point guard and just understanding how to set up her teammates while still being a great scorer. You and I just talked about Martina Mozzetti. Katie Quant was the other freshman that played a ton. She now has another center to go against every day, and Mariella Fasula is a freshman, and so now Katie's the mentor, and she's teaching the young freshmen, and they just battle every day. And that's been great. But we've got 2 other freshmen that actually redshirted last year, Rachel Gartner and Ella Awabajo. So they're really not like freshmen. We mentioned Kaylee Edwards coming off a redshirt year. So yeah, we've got some new players, but they're not all brand new. And again, having those freshmen be sophomores is really exciting.
And finally, Coach, you take a look at that non-conference schedule moving forward. A couple big games there, including Oklahoma and Purdue in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. What's that schedule going to do to help prepare you for ACC play?
Yeah, look, we open up with at Providence College. We play a couple road games and a couple teams at home that actually beat us last year. Then we go on the road. We go to the Bahamas, which will be great for Thanksgiving. Utah and Oklahoma are waiting for us there, in the Bahamas. We come back. We go to an ACC Big Ten Challenge game at Purdue. And then, oh, by the way, we have 16 ACC games in the toughest conference in the country, with potentially 4 top 10 teams and another 6 or 7 top 25. But look, our team knows. They, as you pointed out, there were several games last year where we started 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. That group beat Duke and pushed through a lot of really, really big games. And so they know what to expect. And I think, again, our culture has come a long way. Our experience, we have more pieces of the puzzle. So I think we'll be a little bit deeper and more diverse in our attack. We won't be so simple to defend. And we just can't wait to get after it.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Best of luck.
Great. Thanks so much.
That's Coach Johnson. Season opener on November 13th against Providence. Home opener November 15th here at the Conti Forum.
Go Eagles.